Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Motorsport Manager. Create a club, create a team even, not create a club, but create a team GT series. And we are in Beijing, the land of the dragon. Is that racist? I don't know, it could be. As you can see, we do have a new driver, Jakob Vissu. Now, he's not quite as good as the guy he's replaced, but we're actually getting paid to race him. Now, it's really weird because his contract is less than what we're getting paid to race him. So we're making money with this guy, and he's just as good, and he's got more potential than our other driver. Obviously, we've got Falco Engelhardt here too. Today's weather forecast is that it's going to be clear for a little bit, and then it's going to start raining. So we should be able to send the cars out there on their normal tyres to begin with. That'll do. That'll do there. Let's have a look at this guy, and then we'll push into the oversteering a little bit. So Beijing looks like it's got a lot of straights and a couple of sharp corners really. So I'm thinking, I'm going to go back into this. I'm thinking we need to go low speed on the corners with a bit of oversteer and maybe aim towards top speed a bit more. And I'll do the same on the other guy as well. So we're going to go with low speed corners, bit of oversteer, and head towards top speed. And we're going to see how that goes. And we're going to take the practice. So we're going to send out Engelhardt. We're going to send him out on the race trim, of course. Tyre choice is going to be the medium. Because it's practice, we don't need to worry about actually getting a decent speed. It'll be nice to see where we're going now. Race trim for Vissu, and everything else is going to stay the same. So off they go. Vissu out first, surprisingly. Yeah, I think it may have been on the race trim already to begin with, I think they had to change it. So we're going to push, attack and overtake, even though there's no one to overtake. We would still like to get around the track as quickly as possible, get us our medium tyres and race trim knowledge, so we get our performance bonuses when it comes to it. Now, Vissu, I know, we were doing well with our driver, but and Engelhardt's happy with the knowledge, and he's happy with the weight distribution, but we were hemorrhaging money, and I mean hemorrhaging money. And by signing this guy, we're making money off him, so we've basically got a free driver. It's worth doing, it really is. We're going to let him do one more lap, and then we're going to bring him in. Actually, no, we're going to bring him in now, actually, I think. Handling spot on. And then we're going to get him onto probably Inters, I reckon. Yeah, Inters. So Vissu, despite the fact this is practice, Vissu has got the fastest lap so far. So he's not. It looks like he could be a nice little signing. Engelhardt now has got the fastest car. Vissu wasn't happy about it. I took the car parts off him. But what can you do? So what are we looking at? We've got good, okay. We've got race trim up to level 1, nearly at level 1 for the medium tyres. So, speed balance. I'm thinking now that we want to go towards acceleration. Probably want to push up into the oversteer a bit more. Not too much, like something like that. And maybe there. So we're going to see how that works out for him. Carry on the race trim, carry on the same set. I'm saying that. We said we were going to go to Inters, didn't we? We'll go to Inters, at least for a couple of laps. See how that works out. Engelhardt's back in. Let's see what he's... A great, good. That is helpful. So, I think we need to head into oversteer a little bit more and maybe into the acceleration. So, just a touch like that. I think that'll do the job. Bring the cornering back up to low speed. I don't want to mess around with that. At great, I'm happy. I mean, we could go for excellent, I know, but don't fancy it. So off they fuck. Still got the fastest laps. I know it's practice, but still got the fastest laps. Looking good for us. We're not going to get the medium tyres. We are on the Inters, but we will switch to medium tyres after they've done their little stint. Probably should have held back and just stayed on the mediums, to be fair. Just waited a little bit longer. Oh well. I'm not too worried. Actually, I kind of am. let's get them both brought in after this. Race trim is at level 2. Having Inters to level 1 might not necessarily be a bad problem if there's rain in qualifying. So I wonder if it's worth just holding off one of them. We'll hold off one of them. Engelhardt to come in. Vosu can come in to do that. His handling is okay, so we need to work on his handling. We'll switch back up to the mediums. So where were we before? We were at good, and we've gone away from that. So we need to go back into understeer by the looks of things. How's that looking? It's more like it. Gearing back up. Speed balance has shifted slightly. Does that work? I think I may have gone too far. But we'll play it by ear. We'll see what happens. Cornering, that may end up being excellent. You never know. So you can go out like that. You're on your mediums. Lovely. So if it's raining, we've got Inters at level 1. We should get mediums to level 1 as well. Maybe it's level 2. But we'll see how it looks. We have dropped down massively on the lap speeds, but oh well, it's practice. It's all about getting the setup right. So he wanted the suspension softened, didn't he, if I remember rightly? Is that what he said? So we've got great, okay, and good. Now, previously we had good, good, and okay. And it was great, okay. So we need to go back into good. So we need to put the understeer back in by 2 points, maybe? How are we looking there? Yep. Speed balance has improved, but we want that to go shorter. Cornering there. A bit shorter again. To there. No, because that's not really much difference, is it? Let's get that. Let's try that, so I reckon. See how that goes. We've got enough time to get a lap out. Just switch it onto the mediums. If we can get round, if he gets out of it quick enough, we can actually get out for another lap maybe. It's going to have to be a very fast lap. I don't think he's going to be able to get a flying lap, unfortunately. We do have level 3 race trim. But we're not going to be able to get Vosu a flying lap. That is a shame. But Engelhardt looking good in third fastest. Let's have a switch to Engelhardt, shall we? So can he get medium tyres up on his own? Probably not. He's really happy with his cornering though, so that's always nice to see. Fourth fastest at the minute, not necessarily third, but he is coming through real quick into that. Fourth fastest. Practice makes perfect, so I'm assuming we've got an excellent across the board with someone. If we've got that achievement. I know obviously you don't see it on your screen there, because I haven't got the Steam overlay turned on, but I can see it. So I did go for the cheeky 6th for above objective. So if we can get 6th on the pole, then we get 350 grand. The reason I went for it, I didn't think we would get it, but the reason I went for it is because 75 grand seems useless. We've got these better drivers, I feel like risking it. So water on the track is going to get gradually worse, so we are going to stick with Inters. Oh, everyone's great, so that's all we needed to get. So they're all great, that's fine, we don't need to fuck around anymore with that. We could go for excellence, but we're not going to bother. Let's go start qualifying. So let's send them both out very, very quickly. So tyre choice is Inters. We'll switch on to the lower quality Inters to begin with. Yeah. Now we're going to do the automatic air performance thing again. There we go, clear air optimization, both on auto, because as I said before, I still haven't taken the time to figure out what's what with that. Let's get this sped up. Brakes are cold. No, brakes are overheated. Tyres are cold. Tyres are getting there. Slow it down again. We want to see some of this, don't we? We want to see how well we do. We are going to be first and second to begin with, because we were the first out. But we've got overheated and perfect for both cars. So, Going to start their flying laps. They do have cars in front of them, unfortunately, which I think will affect them. Hardly fair, really, but one of those things. So Falco has set a fastest sector. That may all change. Ohlin has now received the fastest sector. But Ohlin's, as we know, Ohlin's just a freak. So is Landvik. So we're coming through here. 119 and a 1516 on that, so 121. We are getting pushed down very, very quickly. They are coming in automatically. Engelhardt is sitting there in 5th, which means we're still on the sponsor objective. He's now been pushed below it, down to 7th. Vosu is getting pushed down to 12th. Engelhardt's still in at 9th. We are about to get pitted, though, so we'll have a look. Water on the track's disappeared, so we will switch into the mediums. Or should we switch to the soft? We'll switch into the softs, I think. Engelhardt's still up there in 9th. Vosu is still in 14th. So it's not a bad little run out, really, if you think about it. So we're going to go tyre choice. We're going to get new tyres on. We're going to go for the softs. Everything else can stay the same. You're going out on your softs. You are going to get softs too. Off you fuck, the pair of you. Now, we only need one person to come in 6th to get the bonus. That's what we want. We need Engelhardt to come in 6th. And if we can get that, money problems aren't so much of a problem for this race. In the long run, they may be. So where are we looking with regards to this clean air or clear air? Perfect and perfect, overheat and perfect. So Engelhardt, mate. Engelhardt, start your flying lap. Get it fucking shifting. Get a pole. Best remember though, this is Q1, so if we get a pole here, it doesn't necessarily matter. It just means that we done well in this qualifier. That's all it means. It just gets through to the second qualifier. So water on the track is now coming down. It's racing again. He has done a faster lap. In fact, Vosu's done a faster lap as well. Some players have pitted. Some races have pitted. We are getting pushed down. It does look like we may have got 3rd and 4th for our first qualifier. Doesn't necessarily mean we do get the sponsor. We've got to wait until the final qualification to get our sponsorship bonus, if we manage to get it. But 3rd and 4th, not bad, not bad. We're only 1.2 seconds behind first place. Now, considering that we've got, was it the 5th best drivers and the shittest car in the league, that's not bad at all. I'm enjoying that. So yeah, 117.4 compared to 116.2. Let's go to the qualifying session, the next one. So it is raining again. Having this 5% bonus on our inters is going to be useful. So let's get these inters on. Let's take those inters there. And you can go out. Again, we'll take the slightly better inters this time. We have got that slight performance bonus on these inters. Everyone else seems to be going out on softs. I know. But I'm looking at the rain and it's staying a sort of steady level of wet. Now, I think that may play in our advantage. I mean, obviously, once it gets to the 7-minute mark, it will drop. So maybe we've made a bad mistake. I don't know, but I'm sticking by. Overheated perfect, overheated good. They're on their flying lap now. At least the first part of this lap will be beneficial with the inters. We will switch on to the mediums after this. Mediums? Softs. We'll switch into the softs after this. Just keeping an eye on that rain. If it starts raining again, we might not necessarily want to go on to softs. So 119, still slow. We'll have a faster one. It is going to rain again later on. And then it dips down again. It's really strange. Or is it going up? It is going up. So we're going to stay on the inters. We're not going to be able to get a faster speed, unfortunately, on these inters. But Engelhardt is in 5th. So we're on target still. Vosu is in 7th. So at the minute, they're both getting through to Q3. Let's go back out. We'll go for different tyres. We'll take another set of inters. How are we looking? Yeah, we're definitely going to take another set of inters. We'll get a fresh set on. And same for Vosu. Fresh set of inters. Those ones, not necessarily fresh, but you know what I mean. Yeah. and this will be our last attempt. So after this we've got Q3. Now if you remember what I did last time round, we'd done this and then we switched to the tyres, because you've got to stay on the tyres you finish qualifying on. So if your tyre degradation's really low, you don't want to be using when you come into the race. So what we did last time round is we changed them and then we didn't race. Like, we didn't actually go out to qualify, so we had decent tyres. It's cheeky, and we lost places on the pole, but we done really well that race. That was good. We do want this 350 grand though, so we may just do it with one of the drivers. Possibly Vasu will hang back, and Engelhardt be the guy who goes for the money. So no improvement there, but they are both in the top 10 there. So it's showing you how much more quality these drivers are compared to our old ones. Like that, and we do well in the wet. I don't know if you've noticed this, guys, we actually do really well in the wet. But it's not bad though, 5th and 7th. If we can get that on the pole, I'll be happy. If we finish 11th, I'll still be happy. I mean, we can lose 6 positions, I'd still be happy because we're finishing above where we said we would. Let's have a look. So this is the one. This is the one. We need to get this 350 grand. So let's have a look. Take qualifying. It's raining again. Will that play in our advantage? So let's pause this a second. So it's looking super wet, but it looks like it's going to peel off eventually. So I wonder if we stick with inters, or do we do one person on inters, one on wet? Let's have a look. Tyre choice, wet. That's just about in, isn't it? Okay, we're going to stay on inters. Yeah, we'll stay on inters. You take those ones, and then we'll switch to decent ones afterwards. And off we go. Or in the words of Rick, and away we go. So, auto on, auto on. First out, as per. We're just keen, guys. We're just really keen. Water on the track is going down, so inters was a good choice. Some guys went out on wet, so I still think our inters are the better choice. Tyres are cold and overheated there, and overheated and good for Engelhardt. Engelhardt is our main man. We're going to keep an eye on him. We've been watching Vosi the whole time. How are we doing here, guys? So let's slow it down as we're coming into the pit. Well, we're not coming into the pit, we're coming to the final stretch. That was nice. 101.22, that's slow, unfortunately, though. Come on, Engelhardt, just stay above. Hopefully White, Okamoto and Giuliani didn't manage a decent speed. Come on, Giuliani, be shit. Be shit. I don't even know where Giuliani is. 10th. Is he in front of us? Is that Giuliani there? It is, yeah. So, hopefully he was just miles behind. Now, Vosu. Let's get this slowed down a little bit. I'm going to keep Vosu where he is. Vosu's not going to get sent out, but Engelhardt is going to push again. We're going to stay on inters, but we're going to get on a fresh set of inters. Yeah, there we go. And then we're going to wait a little bit longer, and then we're going to send Vosu out, like with 20 seconds to go, so we can't do an entire lap, and he'll have fresh inters. It's cheeky, I know, but that's the plan. We want the 6th, but we want to be able to hold our position. So we will get a flying lap. Where Engelhardt does have his 6th place. So, just coming in. Let's get this to the 20-second mark. Right, fuck it. Let's get him sent out now on fresh inters. hopefully it's going to be raining. We don't want to be going out there when it's raining and when it's dry. We're on inters and everyone else is on softs, because that would just be bad. So we do go into that with better inters. So does Engelhart. Engelhart has finished 6th, so we do get our £350,000. And that does mitigate a lot of the debt we are incurring with this. Obviously, at the end of the season, we will get a big payout based on where we finish. But yeah, it's not looking. It's because we keep buying. We have to keep buying parts. You don't keep buying parts, you don't get better. If you don't get better, you're not going to make money. They're spending money to make money in this, and it is really difficult. It really is. But spending the money out on these drivers has really clearly made the difference. That's what we needed to do earlier on, but we didn't have them scouted. Solid qualifying performance. Fancy blue ball racing for the win. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't think we can win. We can probably do quite well. I don't think we're going to get a podium though. If we can get 6th though, we can get another 350,000. That's the plan. That's what we're aiming for. So it is damp. We're going to have to start on inters, unfortunately. Oh no, we're starting on softs. Why are we starting on softs? Why are they locked in? We didn't start on softs. I'm not complaining. I'm quite happy to go in on softs, but okay. So, tyre choice is soft. We can't change that. We're not allowed to, apparently. We are going to remove the amount of fuel we've got in the body of the car. So, 33 laps. So, with these tyres, they can manage 8 to 10 laps. So, we're going to do 9 laps worth of fuel. We'll just go 10 laps. We're going to go 9 laps worth of fuel. And then, with Vasu, he can get 8 to 10 laps. We will go to 7 laps of fuel. And then we'll bring Vasu in first. And then we're going to switch up to maybe mediums. And we'll stretch it out that a little bit further. Try to just keep it to the 2 pit stops, as there is 33 laps. So driver strategy. We're going to go push with mediums. Selected tyres don't work. Yeah, I know they don't, mate, but I haven't got any choice, have I? Everyone's got to do it. So Olin, Partanen, Nato and Cellier with Wilson. They're the top 5, with us in 6th and 7th. Not bad, not bad. It's the best we've done so far this season. Which, considering the ship position we're in, is pretty good. So, Engelhart has already dropped places to Vosu. Vosu has flown ahead up to 3rd. Engelhart in 8th. Vosu's dropped down to 4th now, 5th now. So remember, guys, we haven't got the massive amounts of fuel. How's everyone else driving? Everyone else is driving rather aggressively, so that's what we're going to do too. So we're going to be slow to begin with because we don't have the right tyres for this weather, and it is going to get slightly wetter, but we were locked in. Can't forget that. If I could have changed it, we could have done. Engelhart has pushed himself up to 5th. Vosu has now dropped down to 10th, unfortunately. But Engelhart is now 6th, 7th. Well, now we're off the pace. 8th and 13th. We've got these wet tyres still, but it looks like we're going to be coming into our own, at least relatively soon. Oh, you're not coming in for inters. Sorry, mate. It's not going to happen. So, yeah. So as you can see, all the top guys with the softs are getting dropped down. All the guys in the inters are moving forward, and that's part of the danger with the qualification. I don't know why they locked us into softs, but that's just how it is, I guess. So we're coming around the corner here. We've got 11th, just got in ahead of 12th. Vosu is 15th. So we're 5 positions down from where we started, and 7 positions down from where we started. It's not brilliant, is it? We're going to use our little boost here, try and catch up with 10th. Vosu has jumped massively forward up to 13th. Engelhart in 11th. Vossi's up to 12th now. Tyre temps feel really high. Okay, mate, that's fine. Get you down to neutral and keep you on high. You've got pretty high tyre temps too. Yeah, I know, mate. You're going through tyres like a fat guy goes through hot dogs. Yes, I know that's what you said. So, we've got 10th just in front of us. 11th and 12th for Engelhart and Vossi. Let's have a little push. Come on, boys. Get up to 10th. I mean, 11th and 12th. I won't argue with 11th and 12th as a finish. It's not a bad place for us to finish at all. As I say, we were predicted to be bottom, you know. That's where we were predicted to finish at the start of the season. So I'm not too worried. Vosu's going to come in relatively soon for some fuel and tyres. Weather forecast still looking a bit damp at the minute. It's going to get sunny soon though. Come on, Engelhart, you're right on his tail. Vosu has dropped down to 14th. Vosu is defending in 13th place, but he's dropped down to 14th again. Engelhart's going to push in along this back straight. So now with Engelhart, we're going to go to medium on the fuel. Vosu is going to push because Vosu. No, we're going to keep Vosu on high. I think we're going to go one more lap with Vosu. We don't want to take him off after 5 laps. Vosu's now gone up to 14th place, although he's sort of having a fit with 15th. Engelhart is still trailing 10th. So, Vosu's going to come in on this one, and he is going to come in. How many laps can you do with those? There's 28 laps remaining, you get 14 out of those. We're going to have to do 3 stops, I think. Let's go into 10 laps worth of fuel. And we're going to go with a balanced. Yeah, there's no point, there's no changing there. We're going to go balanced. And then Engelhart's going to come in on the lap after, I believe. Let's have a look at Engelhart. How is he doing? Let's go overtake mode again. Let's push a little bit harder. We're not going to have to conserve 3 laps worth of fuel. So, first and second have pitted. Third and fourth have pitted. In fact, a lot of the first guys have pitted. So let's push ahead of those. We're now back on target. We're in fourth, just behind third. We are going to be pitting on this lap though, so we will lose those positions. 28 laps remaining. We're going to go softs again, and then we're going to go mediums after this. We're going to add 10 laps worth of fuel. Pit strategy. We will risk a fast. No, we won't. We'll just stay balanced. So Vosu has got a good pit. He is out in 19th, unfortunately, but he didn't come out last. Engelhart's still 4th, but he's going to be losing that position very shortly, unfortunately. So let's go to Vosu. Vosu has dropped down to 20th. No, he's got back to 9th. No, he's back in 20th now. So when he comes around this corner here, we are going to use this 37% worth of battery to boost past 18th, just. So he's back up to 18th now. Engelhart's come out in 16th. That's just a lot better than they thought it was going to be, so he must have had a good pit. We're going to put his strategy back into high. Put Vosu at overtake. Vosu's still in 18th, with Engelhart now up to 14th. Vosu's gone up to 16th. Engelhart is still pushing around that corner, trying to get onto 13th. There are a lot of drivers coming in to pit. Hopefully we can take advantage of this, get ahead of a few of them at least. We don't think it's going to happen, at least the best part. Oh, it's up to 12th. Vosu's still, well, Vosu's dropped down to 17th, 16th. He's going to push along the back straight here. We'll get back to Engelhart. He's in 11th. No, sorry, he's in 12th. He's battling for 11th. There's a few more drivers in the pit. Hopefully we can take advantage of this and zip past a handful of them up to 11th. So we've got 7.4 laps for him. Vosu's got 5.8 laps remaining. We're going to switch to high for Vosu. Engelhart has now gone up to 10th, having overtaken Gatto. It's looking good for us, guys. I know we've dropped a lot of positions, but I'm not going to argue with this. This is not bad. Vosu up to 15th. Gatto, Engelhart's still in 10th. He is on the tail of Norris. Now, we do want to get 6th. We do want that 350 grand. We do have a few more laps to go, though. The intention, guys, is to take mediums and then hopefully just see it out. Up to 9th. Always good. 8th. We're going to give that a little bit of a boost. Try and get ahead of 7th. Ah, perfect. Now, Vosu. Let's get you on this straight to push. Yes, mate, I can see you churning through those tyres, so go conserve. We're going to keep you... We're going to get you to overtake, and after this lap, you're going to pit. Now, Engelhardt has jumped up to 5th. Vosu has jumped up to 12th. Engelhardt is doing the job for us, and this is a shit car. Imagine what's going to happen when he gets decent equipment for his car. So we are going to drop down a tyre conservation on him, give out a little zip. He's up into 4th. Vosu will be pitting on this one, and he shall go... we're going to go softs, and then we'll go for mediums on the last one. We're just churning through these so quickly. Park condition's okay. I'm not going to bother recharging the battery. We're going to stay on a balanced pit. He's going to lose a few positions here, but that's to be expected. Engelhardt. Alright, let's switch you down to medium. Alright. Engelhardt's going to come in after this one. So 18 laps remaining. It's not enough to do mediums on, so we're going to go for another pair of softs. We're going to get him to 10 laps worth of fuel. Push to that one. Recharge battery, no. Pit stop. Go fast. We'll be battling Hal Wilson. I'm going to take the risk. So if we push along here, hopefully we can try to get ahead of 3rd when we come out of here. We've got a good pit stop for Vosu. Still comes out in last place, unfortunately, but I don't know. There was something weird with those inters at the start. I don't know why we're not getting good. I know why we're not getting good tyre usage, because we had a poor knowledge, didn't we? That was it. Had a fuck up on the tyres here. We're coming out in 18th for Engelhardt, unfortunately. Vosu is going to get ahead of 19th, and it's at 19th himself now. Yes, I know someone made a mistake with the tyres. It's not me. Just deal with it. I'm going to go neutral there, overtake. These guys do have excess fuel for their tyres, so they can both go into attacking mode to try to catch up. Now, we do have a few cars pitting. Can we push ahead of them? We can, up to 16th and up to 18th. So we're keeping an eye on Engelhardt here. There's going to be quite a few guys coming into pit soon, so hopefully we can take advantage of that. And obviously on the last lap, we're going to go into the mediums. So who have we got? Can we get ahead of 11th from 10th? Probably not, but we can get rid of a few others. We're up to 13th now. Vosu has up to 17th. Wasn't quite quick enough with the boost there. Engelhardt still pushing on 13th. Up at the arse to 12. 12 are going to have to pit soon. So are 11th, 9th, 8th and 7th. Engelhardt up to 12th. Give it a bit of a zip past there. Up to 10th. Same for you. Up to 14th for 15th for Vosu. Engelhardt in 9th. Now Engelhardt is really a great driver. He's doing a cracking job for us. He is unfortunately burning through these tyres quite a bit, but he needs to at the minute. So Engelhardt's not going to get a boost along the back here. Vosu is just to get ahead of 13th, up into 14th. Engelhardt's still 9th. So where are we looking on tyre deg and fuel? So you're going to go to high, and you're going to go into high. We're going to try and conserve a little bit of this fuel. So what we've got going on here, a little bit of a boost along the back stretch here, and the same here. Now we are going to have to switch into wets very shortly. So Vosu is going to pit in. We're going to go into wets. How many laps can we get out of that? 14 to 16, and there's 12 laps remaining. That is fine. If we go for 15 laps worth of fuel, park condition, the brakes are looking a bit dodgy, but we'll have to deal with it. I'm going to go balanced. I know we'll end up behind someone, but that's fine. Yes, I know, but you're going to have to deal with it just a little bit longer, I'm afraid, my friend. Let's get you past here, and then as soon as you're past, we'll press the pit button. So you're up into 7th, but you are going to lose some position there. 11 laps remaining for you, so you're going to take 12 laps worth of fuel. Park conditions okay. Pit strategy, we're going to stay balanced. We'll be behind 13th when we come out. We'll have dropped quite a few positions, but there are 10 laps to go, and we won't have to worry about well, pitting again. Fingers crossed. Did we put him on inters? We wanted to put him on wets, didn't we? Fuck. I'm glad I caught myself there. So I'm sure someone, would probably just shout at me if they saw it. Oh, hello. What have I done there? 1 second, I accidentally came out of the game. There we go. Now, Engelhardt is in 7th. We're going to hold on to our charge for both drivers. Coming out in 15th for Vosso is not the worst. So these guys do have excess fuel. Intentionally got excess fuel. So they're going to sit on overtake mode to try and push. 11th for Engelhardt, that's not bad. Vosu is up to 16th. It's a bit damp out there. Can you come in front of us? You've got wets on, mate. You've got wets. You've got... It's going to get wet. Feeling strange brakes. Yeah, your brakes are looking pretty dodgy, but you're going to have to deal with it for the next 8 laps. Sorry. So, with Engelhardt, we're up to 8th again with Engelhardt now. So, we've only got 2 positions to go. They are a fair way ahead of us. And they have made pits. We've got Ley and Landvik yet to pit. So, if we can get ahead of those guys, we can come in and get 6th. Now, they are pitting. Now, Landvik is straight out. Ley is on his way out as well now. So, we're not going to get ahead of them. Oh, we're up into 7th. That's fine. Who have we got behind us now? We've got Ley and Verkreuzer behind us. Verkreuzer... No, sorry, Ley is going to overtake us in a second if we're not too careful. Some other players might need to pit soon. Other drivers. White may need to pit before the end of the race, but we'll see how it goes. So, Engelhardt, give it a little bit of a zip along the back there. Same for you. Hold on to that last little bit there. So, how far off the pace are we? We are... well, we're down to 8th now, so quite a bit off the pace, really. It's absolutely pissing it down. So, 8th. I mean, don't get me wrong. 8th is a fantastic position for us. But I was hoping to get 6th, especially after our start. Now... Vosu, yeah, we're not going to pit you. We are going to tell you to go medium though and conserve. Well, not conserve, we're going to tell you to go attack. Just deal with it, mate, alright? You're going to have to deal with it. So, go to Engelhardt. He's gone down to 9th now, unfortunately. He's not going to be getting caught up with this at all. Where is Vosu? Vosu could potentially zip away here, but he's not going to. So, it looks like we're not going to catch up with 8th, 7th, 6th or 5th. So we're not going to get our 350 grand, but it's more money than we would have got if we'd have taken the other one. We've got 350 grand instead of 76, you know. That's still good. If we can finish 9th and 16th, I will be a very happy man, put it that way. It's a much improved on the start of the season, where we were scraping by in sort of 15th and 16th. I say we knew Vosu wasn't going to be much. Vosu's dropped places actually. We knew Vosu wasn't going to be much of an improvement, but he's a free driver. I'm not going to turn my nose up at a free driver. Engine readout seem weird, probably. Yeah, it's getting a bit shitty, isn't it? Just fucking deal with it, mate. All right, just get on with it. Engelhardt is going to take a big boost along the back here. 27% boost. It's caught up nicely there. Same thing's going to happen for Vosu here. He's up into 16th. He's got 15th just ahead of him. And he's going to take a nice big chunk of boost there. Hopefully just pull away from 17th that little bit more. This is the final lap now, so we are going to go to overtake and attack. And overtake and attack. I don't know how much more he's going to do actually, thinking about it. So we're going to have to bring you down to high, aren't we? And you on to push. So 15th for Vosu. Engelhardt should be finishing 9th. We'll just worry about him for the minute. The rain is really fucking coming down here. But 15th and 9th, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that actually. That's certainly improved our standing. Olin, unsurprisingly, winning. Landvik up in 3rd. They're just too good, really, those guys. Far too good for us. There's not a lot we can do about it. And we've done far too many pit stops. I mean, we should have done 4. We've done 3, and we should have got 2, really. If we'd only done 2, and managed to get things sorted out properly, we may have been onto a winner. It's just unfortunate. If it had been raining all race, we'd have been on board, you know. Never mind. So, there are penalties. Time penalties for Barnaby White and drive-through penalty for Asta Landvig. Even then, he still came third. We did finish 9th and 15th. There's no change there. Obviously, our drivers are going to be finishing really low because they've only come into the season about halfway through. Casino and Lehane still being ahead of them. They're free agents now, but they're not going to gain any more points. That being said, Falco's gone straight ahead of Casino after, 2 races? And it's 1 behind Bill Lehane. We are 8th. We've cleared Oakham by 24 points. Only 3 points behind All Ons, 4 points behind Yuma Race Team. So we could get up to 6th. Dare we dream it? Dare we dream it? I guess it could have been worse. Hashtag Blue Ball Racing. Hashtag happy-ish. Blue Ball Racing completes with a strong result. See, I thought it was a fantastic result. So, looking at the drive stats, it has been a morale increase for Jacob Vasu. There's been a performance increase for both drivers, and a relationship increase with their mechanics. Reserve driver's gone down. It's fine. It's just shit. Increase in our marketability. Chairman's happiness has gone up. By the way, his happiness dipped down massively because I asked him for money. Yeah, he wasn't happy with that. But we came 6th when we were expected 8th. So, again, we only lost £395,000 there. I know that sounds like a lot, but actually, that's not bad. Not for this. So where are we now? Where are we sitting with regards to how long there is left in the season? Because I had to reduce our financial input to the car for next season, and I want to be able to push it back up. So if we look at the finances here, set budget of next year's car, we are on low. Now, I want to be able to set it on medium at least, preferably 900,000. It's not going to happen though. So, if we have a look at the calendar, there are 5 races left. So, 5 races at 600,000 is 3 million. Now, we're not going to lose 3 million. We're going to lose 1.5 million. So, I'm going to push into it. I'm going to push into that. I'm going to get it back up to the 600,000. Let's have a look at the mail. Engelhart tops the timesheets. An impressive lap time of 1:19. Finished practice on top of the leaderboard. Let's practice. Well, interview of Channel 6. Let's accept this interview. Attempted a quick stop for Engelhart during the last race, resulting in a mistake. Yeah, I know. He's right, we had to go for it. They didn't like it. How did they not like it? We have to go for it. So, let's have a look at these scouting reports. Wow, look at Alice Wood. And a pay driver, 216 grand. I don't think she'll join us. I don't think we'll bother trying to go for it. Was she? Not interested yet. And the other scout, not one of the best. Let's have a look at Niklas Ulfroth. Yeah, pay driver though, 251 grand. Endurance racer, chatty. Nah, we'll stick with the team we've got. We do have sponsorships available at first, second and second. I mean, I'm not taking those. I'll wait for all 3 of them to clear. No offers on this slot. 2 races left on the Ambrosia. So we should have some more sponsors coming in soon. And that is part of the issue where we're losing money, because we don't have these sponsorships. Car repair is done. We do have 3 offers here. So what do we have? 6 races at 500,000 and 100,000 per race. That is 1.1 million over 6 races. We've got 2 million over 10 races, or half a million over 8. Now that's a no-no. So 6 races, that's 1.1 million. That's 10. That works out better per race, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, only marginally works out better per race, but it does work out better per race. So we're going to go with this guy. Nothing up front, but more money per. It's a shame we can't say, yeah, of course, we'll finish second or above because I'd take that. But we're not going to. That's the problem. Could take the upfront payment. We've not had anything else come in there. It's 5 races to the end of the season though, so that's 1 million. It could save us. It could save us. Yeah, fuck it, we're going to take it. We're going to take it. That 1 million's going to be useful. We're not going to hit their target at first, but we'll take their 1 million. Why not? So Ambrose has got 2 left on it. Peach Plum's got 6 left. But our marketability is 61%. Balance is 4015. So is there a projected balance at the end of the season? Is there not? Can we not see a projected balance? That's a little bit annoying. So cost per race is minus 587,000. Obviously, if we manage to hit 350 grand on the qualifying each time, and that's only 227,000, isn't it? So 227,000 over 5 races is just over 1 million, whereas that there is 2.5 million. So we're going to finish. We'll still finish, in the black. So we can't argue there. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. We've got the next race in 23 days in Milan. I hope you join me. If you enjoyed the series so far and you enjoyed the episode, do leave a like and please subscribe. Leave a little comment telling me what you're enjoying so far, what you're not enjoying, and I shall see you when I see you. Bye-bye. Joe, I can't look any further right than that.
At the wedding, you'll be sat outside the room as well.
No.
Maybe I have to look at the door.
I'll just have to do this, won't I?
Those grow egg things are like £25 everywhere.
Yeah.
You can get them directly from grow egg for £13 a night.
Alright.
We might as well get one of those because it's the one that and might like them. You haven't got to worry about having a nightlight.
True. How much is anywhere directly from Corey? Fucking hell.
They're like £10 more everywhere else.
There's a markup in a bit. Alexia Pernette. Hmm? Sorry. I mean, you could have taken it upstairs. You could have a mobile phone.
With one and the new white with one. Well, actually, unless I do could in theory do just be clear. I'll do base coat ready. You've got more than 5 minutes to do gels. Your best bet instead of just painting super glue, you have to take a little bit of toilet roll. say, does that slide projector even work? So I said, oh, there's a slide projector there if you want to look at any holiday photos. You have to let me know what time and everything you're ready with the kit, because I'm at work tomorrow. No one's has any idea what time we're getting to months yet. Considering how organised your mum is usually, you guys have done quite a lot to the last minute. Are you? Well, I'm not. No, I haven't got a clue what I've got to do on Saturday. Right, well. I know ours gets worse because we've got a suitcase full of books in it. Hey, what one's that? I don't think any of these have got her name, her books. They're all, oh, they're all, anyway. I didn't think we've got any with grandma one. Or she didn't say she got any. Right, okay. So it needs to be at your mum's about 1:45ish. And then we'll do our hair together. What are we actually fastening our hair with? What are we fastening our hair with?
Bowtech.
Clip. What clips have you? Yeah, fasten blue tack. Because he's ever helpful. We have a little girl reminding them to let him do their hair.
Chewing gum.
That's an even worse response. Oh right, so you've got a clip thing for me, I think, put in on you. Because mum asked me about that and I was like, I haven't got a clue. Don't actually know. Not a clue. Don't know what's going on. I know, but I saw her on Wednesday and she didn't seem to know what was going on. Which scared me. When your mum doesn't know what's going on, then I panic. And got my face coat, top coat out and everything, so it's a got a bit dry after a month last night. Colours, so but that'll need a good 2 or 3 coats just to make sure it's dark enough to match the dresses. So rather it will probably look a little bit too pink. Well no, but obviously we don't really want purple pink now if we're red rose. So only when it's 2 or 3 coats that it looks the right colour. Sort of thing, I think. From memory. I have to do 3 coats a month, otherwise. I like to make sure they're done and nice and even and it's a bit different looking at the plain colours. The pearly colours that your mum uses, you can get away with doing like 1 coat. But when you're doing gold colour, you have to make sure you do several set colours. But anyway, and then I'll probably do plain gel base and everything. And then put nail brush on and then just, I don't know if I'm going to do gel over the top or if I'll just do a clear gel on that finger. And then just paint the top. There's not likely to yeah. Probably. Do a couple coats of clear gel, then the colour, let that dry and then do 1 more coat of clear gel. Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Sounds like I need to get this about 1:30. So it should be plenty of time for you to get back and get ready. Doesn't take you 2 hours to get tied up, does it? Hour and a half would be plenty for you.
Oh, you want me to drop you off to
How else am I going to get there?
bus? The 4 pretty much goes to the bottom of Sandling Drive.
I'm going to be tired enough by the end of the day.
Right.